Alright, so got a wall hanging I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be using this big rectangle mold here. And for the decoration, I'm going to be using these gel clings inside of it. And because of the way this mold is, it's got a bevel, the beveled edge here on the inside. So in order to have that on the front facing part of it, I'm going to have to pour this kind of backwards, in reverse order, if you will. So I'm going to have to start with my clear layer, and then I'm going to put these on that, and then I'm going to do another clear layer, and then I'm going to do my solid color. I've never worked with these before in resin, but I've seen plenty of videos of people doing it, and it seems pretty simple and straightforward. I don't anticipate any problems. But, and this, I'm probably going to keep this exactly the way it is. I might move the leaves to the side, but other than that, I'm going to keep this part exactly the way it is and have it like, you know, in the center. And then I'm going to do the leaves on either side. And, so yeah, it's going to be simple, yet pretty time consuming. I'm going to need to do at least 3 layers for this. It's going to take a lot of resin. This mold holds, I think, like 700 or 750 milliliters of resin. So I hope I don't screw this up, because that's a lot of resin down the drain if I do. So anyway, let's go ahead and get on with it. Alright, so I gotta say, this thing's got a little iffy here. I do like the way it looks. I really love the colors and everything. But what I didn't take into account was the fact that the gel clings, the window clings here, they're a little, they're kind of a little too translucent. So you can, you know, the background really shows up. And in the lighter colored pieces, you can't really see the piece itself very well at all, because you can see through it. So that was my first mistake, was not taking that into account, the translucency of the gel clings. Now, that wouldn't have been a problem had I done two things, really. I think the foil flakes kind of compounded that issue, made things worse. And also the background color. I should have, and I actually intended to go with a solid white. I actually used, the only pigment I used in the resin was white. But what I wanted to do was do white with speckles of black glitter, because I had this black glitter. And I guess I went a little too heavy on the black glitter. And so it turned it a silvery gray kind of color. Pretty dark gray too. The back, not so much, because, you know, since I did this kind of upside down, the most of the glitter kind of fell to the foreground of the picture here. So it's darker there than it is there. Even this is still darker than what I wanted. What I wanted was a nice pure white with the speckles of black in there. That did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I didn't think the glitter would really change the color of it that much, but it did. So that was another thing. But again, I gotta say, I really like the colors. I really like the way the colors go together. If the gel clings were more opaque, or if I just completely skipped the gel clings totally and just went with that colored resin with the glitter in it and the foil flakes, this would have turned out perfect. But it is what it is, you know. This was quite a bit of resin. This was a little bit over 700 milliliters of resin. Which comes out to about, with the resin I'm using now, that ends up being about, I think, $11 or $12 worth of resin, which is quite a bit of resin when you're on a budget. So that kind of sucks, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it for a fall decoration, because again, the colors do look great. They do go well together. Lesson learned: next time I work with gel clings and resin, I need to take into account that they are quite translucent. And yeah, so see, you can hardly see. It's supposed to say welcome fall. As you can see, you can barely see that L there because it's such a light orange, and you can really barely see the light orange in here too. But again, it's not a total fail. Still looks pretty cool. So yeah, kind of a bittersweet result, but hey, I'll take it. So hope you enjoyed the video, and that's all for today.